everyone, my name is Abby. I'm from Nourish Health and Nutrition, and today I'm going to show you the step-by-step process I go through each night for soaking all our nuts and seeds and grains that we're going to use for the next day. I call it the nightly soak-off. So first off, I'm going to show you some oatmeal. So generally people just put some milk on and cook it on the stove that morning. But what I do is I soak them the night before, and what that does is it makes the oats nice and soft. It activates them so they're much more easy to digest, and we're able to extract a lot more of the nutrients by doing that. So I usually just cover the base of the pot with some oats, because we've got 5 people in our family and we all have oatmeal for breakfast. And then I put in about 3 or 4 tablespoons of sesame seeds. Sesame seeds are small but mighty. They are full of omega-3 and zinc, and they're just so good for you, really nutrient dense, high in minerals. So about 3 of those, and then I also add some coconut in as well. Coconut is also really high in lauric acid, which is good fat for our liver. Good fat for our brain as well, and makes us feel fuller for longer. So I just usually give that a stir, and that's all mixed up like that, and then I cover it with water, and I leave it to soak overnight just on the stove, and then I just cook it up in the morning with a little bit more water. And we don't have milk on it or anything like that. I just put a little bit of coconut sugar, a tiny drizzle of maple syrup, or some banana and sprinkled cinnamon, which is really nice too. So yeah, that's good. Set that aside. If I'm working, then I do a little breakfast in a jar with the same type of thing. So I just put a little bit of oatmeal in. This is going to probably spill everywhere, but and then some coconut as well, and some seeds, and I like to have raisins with it. It's really yummy, makes it nice and sweet, so I soak them as well. You can also do some dried apricot, that's really nice. And then I put some berries on the top, and then cover it in water, and then I have it for breakfast when I'm at work. And yeah, it's really nice, really delicious. So put that there. So I'm also going to organise our smoothie for the morning. In winter time we have both oatmeal and a smoothie. So a smoothie when we first get up, and then an bowl of oatmeal just before we walk out the door. So I'm going to use pumpkin seeds as my base for tomorrow, and I buy pumpkin seeds in bulk. All our seeds and nuts in bulk, it's just way cheaper that way. So about a cup of pumpkin seeds. I don't really measure much, I just kind of estimate it. And then I cover that in water, and I'll leave it overnight, and that wakes up the seed, activates it, and also by soaking you're washing off the phytic acid, which is nature's protective coating around the seed. But that phytic acid can really damage our gut, so it's really important that we rinse that off. So in the morning I would tip that water off into the sink and just rinse them before I put them into my smoothie maker. Another thing that I organise for the morning is some nuts, because I usually put nuts in everyone's lunch boxes, or I use nuts for making some nut and date balls. So I've got some almonds here, and again I'm going to use about a cup. And running out of water, cover that in water, and again soaking overnight for the same reasons as the seeds, to wash those phytic acids off, to activate the nut so it's a lot easier to absorb and for us to extract the nutrients from. Another thing that I like to have on the bench is some soaked seeds, and the kids will just come home from school and eat these seeds just happily soaked. So I've got some chia and some linseeds, so I'll just use some chia seeds at the moment, and I usually put about 3 or 4 teaspoons in each jar, and they swell up and become quite gelatinous. Chia seeds are again really high in omega-3s, so good for our brain development. Also the gelatinous texture sucks in heavy metals and helps us excrete those toxins from our body. Another awesome thing about seeds is that they act like an internal broom, and they sweep all our gut and bowel so that nothing nasty is sticking to the insides and everything's clean as a whistle in there. So another really big reason to eat seeds. So I'll just get a little bit more water to put on there. And the chia seeds really suck up that water. They'll swell to the size of that. There won't be any water left. They'll just be nice and swollen. And you can either mix them with some cashew milk or just eat them on their own, and they fill you up and give you energy for quite a long period of time. And as I say, they're just a really good snack to have on the bench for morning tea or afternoon tea. I also use them in smoothies as well, or for chia seed puddings. So yeah, that's my nightly soak off, and it's really good to get everything organised the night before, because you're all set to go. There's nothing worse than waking up in the morning and not having anything soaked, and so it's always really good to just get organised the night before. This is what I do every night, and I put it on the bench, and when we wake up in the morning we're all sorted. So hopefully that helps with, a little bit for you guys, and tune in for my next YouTube video. Thanks!